Welcome to the Nightly Rant. I'm Mike.
And I'm Torya.
This is the show where we talk about the awful things that have happened in our day, the awesome things that have happened in our day,
and all the things in between.
Thanks for listening, and we truly hope you enjoy.
So it was crazy the last 2 days.
Really? You think so? Just a little crazy, maybe?
It was intense. Having to collect signatures did not seem like it should be this difficult of a thing. But it goes to show you why it's so difficult to have big meetings. Trying to coordinate the schedules of multiple people around your own schedule is intense.
You mean you didn't spend the last 72 hours just like driving around the entire county?
All of Wednesday was spent planning who to reach out to and reaching out to those people.
Mm-hmm.
All of Thursday was spent meeting those people.
Half of Friday was spent meeting those people.
Friday was spent meeting those people. Well, a couple hours anyway. And then 2 hours at the Registrar of Voters for Orange County, and we did it. Made it on the ballot.
Yeah, we did.
Exciting.
It's good, though. It's good that it's done.
It is. It's emotional, though. And I don't think too many people other than you can understand that.
Anybody who's spent a lot of time with you in the last 6 months to a year could probably understand it.
It's been a driving force.
Yeah.
And, it's finally becoming, it's like you have hurdles that you have to overcome in life,
Right.
And like look at Alyssa's little essay about running. When she couldn't break 8 minutes for a mile, she would have never thought 7. Anyone tell her she's going to do 7 minutes for a mile, she'd tell them they were nuts.
Right.
You have to first get through the one goal to get to the other goal. So until all this nominating period went through and all that stuff, for me, it was just people blowing smoke on my butt that I could make it onto the ballot. It won't be a problem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and then you learned today that it wasn't such a problem.
But it's actually done, so now it's just down to getting votes. Got to get the most votes.
Makes sense. You got to get the most votes probably twice.
Yeah.
That's okay. It'll be fine.
Yep. Have to be in the top 2 the first time around.
If you could get enough money to pay the filing fee, etc., with pretty close to zero name recognition in most of your cities, I think that shows a lot.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Well, I don't know. It kind of shows how determined you were. I mean, I feel like most people with less determination after all of this, all of the attempts at trying to raise money wouldn't have persisted.
That's a compliment.
I cannot remember what the beginning of my sentence was, so I'm glad you think it was a compliment.
It was.
Because I'm sure it was.
Because you said that not many people would have, stuck it out.
Right.
But it was rough to do so. Let's just say a week ago, I didn't think this was going to happen.
Shows you what we can do when we really set our mind to something.
That's why there was no Supervisor Saturday. Why bother?
This Saturday.
Oh.
You're going to record yourself. One lovely little statement.
Yeah.
Supervisor Saturday.
You know it.
Yep.
But hey, today when I was driving around, because I had to make multiple stops and driving places I never really driven before, so it was the street names were familiar, but where the hell they were and the other streets that crossed them were not familiar. So to pay extra special attention to where I was supposed to turn It's not like where you're driving around here and I go, oh, I have to turn between this street and this street. Boom, I know exactly where it is.
Right.
And I kept having these thoughts like it's kind of ironic that on Scandal they were worrying about those people facing their own death. Because it makes me wonder sometimes, like, and I don't know if you ever think about this, but like, how are people going to feel? If I were to die right now, how would people feel? What would they say?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever think about something like that?
Not really.
Yeah, it's something that's been on my mind a lot lately. I worry about the kids are going to do, what you're going to do. Shit, even what the dog's going to do.
I get it. Just because I don't do it doesn't mean I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. Well, no. I don't think I did it until this year. And it's not, just to be clear, it's not like a fear or a nightmare or anything like that.
It's just a wonder.
It's just like a fleeting, like, I wonder what would happen. Like, what if that tanker truck overturned in front of me and I crashed into it and I died? How would everybody handle that? What long-term effects would there be? What short-term effects would there be? I guess in a way, when we get to a point like that, we're trying to validate our own value in life.
Makes sense.
And it makes you wonder, like, what value do I have in this life?
Okay.
This makes you wonder.
And the unfortunate part is, it's not something you'll ever have an answer to.
I know. I mean, not in small part because people will never be honest with you.
And you can never really trust them to be honest about that kind of thing with you.
Right. Exactly. They hide things. I mean, we know the kids do it.
Yeah.
We know it.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely no doubt. And because of that, you can't really, when you're on that topic, you can't trust the information you get.
Right. And I was wrong, though. I don't want to seem all anti anyone. I suppose for the heaven believers, they'll get the answer to that question.
Yeah.
Or they think they'll get the answer to the question. I don't. Whichever you
It's
believe.
their belief. Yeah. I hear you.
Look at me trying not to offend people tonight.
Yeah, don't try so hard. It's not becoming. I like you better when you're sassy and blunt.
Now you're the offensive one. I am too freaking tired to be sassy and blunt after this day.
It's just like this topic, like thinking about your own death and how other people are going to react. It's a weird thing to think about, first of all. But then, like you said, I mean, you really aren't going to get your answer because, okay, let's say even for a Christian person who believes they're going to go to heaven, or a spiritual person who believes their spirit leaves their body and they kind of dangle up there somewhere in space, they're even not going to really get the answer because it's not like they can see what people are going to do, and people can still fake it. So you don't really know 100% without a shadow of a doubt that you're seeing what people really intend for you to see. Like, are you seeing what they want you to see, or are you seeing what's reality?
Who knows? I guess.
I guess not. Wow.
Yeah, it does. I'm just bugging you. Jeez, you told me to be sassy, and then you get
You're
all
always sassy,
feisty.
so there's that.
Butthead.
The sassiest frass there is.
You're a frass.
And then Yogi's sniffing my leg like he wants to eat it for lunch.
No, he just wanted to lift his leg.
Good thing lunch is over.
He's going to lift his leg.
Yeah, he's already went for his walk. He doesn't need to lift his leg.
On your leg.
But, I don't know. I think that our situation the last week has been interesting because it's like a roller coaster ride, and they put every obstacle in our way, and at every step of the way there was something else. And I feel like, I know that if this was a sports season and we were a team that had just made the playoffs, they would be giving us high chances of winning the whole thing because of all the adversity we had to overcome just to get here.
You're telling me we're the case study in a sports movie?
Yeah. You follow what I'm saying, though? Does it kind of make sense?
Well, yeah, I just summarized it.
But I mean, there's so much adversity that we've had to overcome that it almost makes us the favorite. Because, okay, like in a lot of sporting events, if there's a clearly favored person, like she probably is, come on, just by the finances and who she knows, she's the favored person. She's also the incumbent, so that automatically gives her the vote of the idiots who vote but don't have any clue at all who they're voting for. Okay? They only vote incumbent, and when there's no one, they go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know, like that's the kind of person that votes.
Man, they could take away that advantage by just taking off the word incumbent.
But here's the thing. If you think about that, that kind of person has got such an advantage that they get complacent and they come out flat and they make mistakes because they underestimate their opponent. And think about this. Do you think she has even one little doubt that she'll end up in the top 2?
No, but I think it'd be funny if she would and didn't.
I think that she's hoping that she just wins it outright in June. And so what she's going to want to do is make him and I fight with each other.
She's not even going to campaign.
Nope. She's going to make him and I fight it out with each other, but that's not what I'm going to let her do. And I'm not going to talk about it on here in specifics, but I'm just going to tell you that my strategy is going to be to counteract any passivity that she has.
I feel like the 2 people you're running against are so cocky that they can win. They don't even have a website. Michelle Steele has a website, but it hasn't been updated since after the election in 2014.
Yeah. It might have been by now, though.
No, I looked this morning.
Interesting. Yeah, well, guess what? That's usually why you win, right? I mean,
if a person won by how much effort they put in, you would have won already.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Put it that way.
I really do. I appreciate that statement because I feel like I've worked hard and I've tried to understand the issues from all angles. You know?
Yeah.
You know, it's been one of those things. It's like, okay, look at the Super Bowl.
Do I have to?
Everybody thought the Patriots were going to eat the Eagles alive.
And they did not.
They lost. It was close, but they lost. And that's the thing. You have to have the confidence that even though you're the underdog, your message is going to get out there. Because that's all it takes is for it to light a little fire. And before long, your 5 people crowds are 500 people crowds, which are 5,000 people crowds, which are 50,000 people crowds, etc., etc. You never know.
Yeah.
Things like that grow exponentially because
person A tells 5 people, tells 5 people,
and those 5 people tell 5 people, and it just gets exponentially larger and larger and larger.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also why a grassroots campaign where you're down there in the trenches shaking hands, think about something. It's not a coincidence that I'm doing it this way, and nor is it a plan. It's just who I am.
Right.
My whole motto is that I want to roll up my sleeves and get my hands dirty.
Right.
To fix the problems. And how am I running my campaign? The same way, getting my hands dirty. I could have easily said, hey, Amy, do you know can you go around to some of your friends in Cyprus and get them to sign this? And then I'll go around, and it would have saved me a lot of effort, right? And she would have done it too.
I think so too.
I almost feel like she was waiting for me to do that. But I felt like that she had done a lot to get me to where I was. And other people have also done a lot to get us where we are.
Right.
For all kinds of various reasons. Personal, professional, political.
Right.
And I wanted to be the one to get my hands dirty and pull this off for myself. You give me the ball on the 10-yard line, I'm going to run that sucker in the end zone by myself. I'm not giving it to somebody else.
So here you are.
So
with
here
the
I am.
ball. Get on it.
No, that's the thing. I did it once, now I'm going to do it again. I want people to know I'm going to get my hands dirty and actually do the job, not just talk about doing the job.
Right.
What do you think is going to be the toughest thing to overcome?
Her money.
I agree.
I feel like with equal funds, you would beat her 20-1.
Yeah, I think so too. But when it's like it is, the problem is that she could outspend us and she could spend us into oblivion.
Right.
And that's what happens. I mean, I heard a great story a while back where there was a senator in California, Carly Fiorina.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Democrat. She's from Northern California. And this guy, Mo Kelly, the one that we were listening to yesterday on the radio, the black guy that was very opinionated.
Well, I didn't know he was black because it's the radio.
Very opinionated. And, well, he mentions as an African American, I feel blah 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 over and over and over again. So he wants you to know he's an African American because he tells it to you.
That shows you how much I really listen.
He's kind of a bit of a Republican. He's not a real Republican, and he was trying to get the endorsement of the Republican Party for him to run against her. And they ran someone else instead. And you know why? They told him, you don't have the kind of money she has. All she's got to do is say you were cheating on your wife and you can't even defend yourself.
I feel like in a small enough place, like Orange County, that won't be a problem.
Well, right, no, but on
it'll just be the
statewide level, good luck.
Her name will be everywhere. That's where the problem will be.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to find a way to reach absolutely everybody for the least amount of money possible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why meeting tomorrow is going to be very interesting.
Yep.
But that's the thing. The battle plans are being drawn up, and the first shots are going to be fired.
Yeah.
Then that's it. We're going for the throat. Anyone hearing weird noises, like finger jangling and carpet scratching, is because our idiot podcast boss, Yogi,
is chasing the cats. All of them.
He hasn't, all of the joy.
He hasn't even picked a specific cat. He chased this one until she sat where he couldn't get her, and now he's chasing the fat white one. I'm sure all of his
Look, boss, don't interrupt the show. Got it?
He says he can't help it.
Dalingus, Bachingus.
McDingus.
So I wonder how Mitchell's party went tonight.
It was probably great fun. Mitchell's a weirdo and likes stuff like that.
He's a good kid.
And he apparently only spent $9.
Yeah, well, they were paying for him to get in and everything, so that was probably food or drink or both. They're like a concession stand there like you do at a movie.
Isn't it an arcade?
No, it's a computer arcade.
Oh.
So it's all computer games.
Oh, neat.
It's like computer version of Call of Duty, etc. They don't have the Sims. Sorry.
That's lame. I'll stay home then. How do you know they don't have the Sims?
Because they always have all these first-person shooter games.
Those are the worst. I hate those. I'm staying home.
But there you go. That's what he was doing. I just hope he enjoyed himself because he's a good kid.
I'm sure he did. He's Mitchell.
So, anyway, it's been a long, exhausting few days, and I think we need to take some time to just hang out together
with this cat.
So, what do you say we do that?
Sounds like a plan, Stan. Good night, everyone.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Hi everyone, this is Mike, and I truly hope you enjoyed this show. You're able to subscribe to this show on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher so as to never miss an episode. If by chance you did miss an episode here or there, you can catch up on all shows, past and present, by heading over to yogispodcastnetwork.com/TNR show. Thanks for listening.